What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Need for Speed Rivals. It's been a while. It really has been a while since I've been on this game, and I'm definitely going to have to get used to it again. This is my first time driving on this game in like maybe a month or so? Maybe longer, I'm not quite sure, but what I wanted to talk about in this video is specifically the next Need for Speed game and the direction of the Need for Speed series and basically where I think the series should go, like in my personal opinion, where I think the series should go. Now, I know a lot of people want Underground 3. That's been wanted for years. It really, really has been wanted for years. And honestly, I'm kind of right there with you, but I feel like it could be, I feel like it doesn't have to be done as, you know, just your underground tuner environment, but it could kind of be done as giving you the option to play it like that, but have an even more open game than that. Like, a lot of people are like, we want to see more tuner cars and more, I guess you could say, other things like other than supercars, you know, and I understand that, but I don't want the supercars to go away either, because I love the supercars. I love having them in the game, and just the sounds and the looks and the drama of the supercars is something that's really nice to have. But at the same time, a lot of people want the tuners, you know, a lot of people want the tuners, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I feel like Underground 3 is definitely, if EA was to go that route and actually go with Underground 3, that would be, I guarantee you it would sell well, that's for sure. I guarantee you it would be a huge seller. But the other thing about it is, the other reason why I think they should do Underground 3 is because it would give them a lot of room to do whatever they wanted, really. I mean, they could do, as long as they kind of went back to the older style physics model that was more Need for Speed and less Burnout-ish, I think that would kind of, that would be a really good decision, because there hasn't been much differentiation between the Burnout franchise and the Need for Speed franchise in recent years, except for the name, because the Burnout name has basically completely gone away. The last Burnout game that they came out with was like a top-down arcade game called Burnout Crash, which sucked. And wait a minute, did he? Yeah, he just won, I think. I wasn't even paying attention to the race, but yeah, that dude just won. Anyway, there needs to be some differentiation between the Burnout franchise and the Need for Speed franchise, and I feel like ever since not even Most Wanted 2012, but Hot Pursuit 2010, I believe? I think it was Hot Pursuit 2010, where they introduced that Burnout physics model, and it's pretty much stayed ever since. And it'd be nice to see the physics model reworked again. It really would be nice to see it, to see them kind of go back to the drawing board and really develop a new Need for Speed game, kind of from the ground up, like really develop a new Need for Speed game, and try to include everything that try to get everything that everybody really wants in there, you know, like have the city, have the tuners, but also have the open roads and the supercars, you know. With gaming technology now, they have the power to be able to make a game like that. And yeah, they would have to scale it down for previous generation consoles, but I mean, I guess you do what you gotta do. But then again, yes, that would be eliminating some customers, but I don't know. I mean, like, maybe you could do maybe they could do a special scaled down version just for the previous generation, because the previous generation is still going to want to play the games. So it all depends on where they want to go with the franchise, and I really, really hope that they decide to go with something along the lines of a new Underground, but still keep the... Wow, okay. Yeah, that hasn't gone well. But I hope they decide to go with something with the sort of flavor of the... What the hell? The camera just, like, randomly spun around the car. I have no idea why it did that, but I hope they go with a really, like, Underground 3 type of vibe, but still try to keep the classic Need for Speed feel, like, still have some open roads and some supercars, and have a day and night cycle, you know. Don't just make it all at night, you know, because I feel like with the Underground franchise, everybody feels like, oh, it's a Need for Speed Underground game, it has to take place all at night. No, it can have a day and night cycle. I mean, like, maybe they could even... Whoa! That cop actually just saved me by pushing me out of the way of that traffic car. But it's almost like, I feel like now that I think about it, they could almost make it where the daytime is when like the supercars and like the open road racing kind of happens, and then at night is when you go into the city and you've got all your tuners and stuff going crazy, drifting all over the place, and you know, drag races between the lights and things like that, because that would be just cool. It would give everybody pretty much what everybody wants out of a Need for Speed game. I mean, at least that's what I would want out of a Need for Speed game. And I don't know what you guys are looking for in the next Need for Speed game, but I think it's definitely a topic that's worth discussion. So definitely let me know what your opinions about this whole direction of the Need for Speed series are. Like, let me know your opinions in the comment section below, because I feel like it'd be a really nice point of discussion, and I'll be down there in the comments with you guys discussing the future of Need for Speed, because it's kind of an uncertain future right now. It really is. I mean, they did their movie, and the movie was all based around, you know, you got your supercars, your open road racing, and like I said, I would be happy with going back to a solid Hot Pursuit style format. I would be totally happy if they just, I would be totally happy with that. Like, if they were just gonna keep that Hot Pursuit style, open road racing, gumball rally kind of flavor. What the hell? The map just randomly opened. I didn't touch anything. I'm not gonna win this race now. Either way, I guess I can forget about this race. I might as well just kind of, yeah, just cancel that race. But, what the heck? The camera has been spinning randomly, and God, it's weird. Like, the map opened randomly, and then the camera was spinning. The map opened again! I am not gonna let myself get busted because of a map glitch. Go, 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 go! But to conclude what I was saying earlier, I would be perfectly happy with them continuing with the open road, supercar rally, Hot Pursuit style kind of games. But I know a lot of people aren't as into that, and they would rather the more underground style. And what I'm suggesting is or proposing, I guess you could say, is a blend of the two. Now, I don't know how well that would work together, but I feel like if they could pull it off, it would be absolutely incredible. It would be fun to play. It would be really fun to play with your friends, because you'd have so many opportunities for different cars to buy, customizations. You'd have so many opportunities, and I feel like if they really put that into consideration, it could really end up being a really good game. I mean, and even especially if they put the franchise on a 2-year development cycle instead of well, not development cycle, but release cycle. For 2 years instead of 1 year, which would give the developers a hell of a lot more time to get the game to where they wanted it to be. Because that's kind of the problem when you get into a yearly release schedule, is the fact that games in the franchise start to repeat themselves, because there's not as much time. There's just not as much time for the developers to do what they want. I mean, look at Call of Duty. That's what happened to that franchise. I mean, they got on the yearly release wagon, and they have been so similar. I mean, it's just, you know, it's Call of Duty with a couple of reskinned characters, a couple new weapons, and basically reskinned maps every year. So, I mean, I know that they've been put on a new development cycle now, but for years, that's all it was. I mean, at least in my opinion, the best Call of Duty ever made was Call of Duty 4, and it, to this day, is still my favorite to play. I haven't played it in a really long time, but I would play Call of Duty 4 over really any Call of Duty. Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, any of them. And it kind of goes back to my favorite Need for Speed game, which was Hot Pursuit 2. I would play Hot Pursuit 2 back on the, back from the PS2 and original Xbox days. I would play that over Rivals, what I'm playing now. It is just, I don't think that's, okay, that was breakable. I didn't know if that was breakable or not, and I didn't want to crash out. But, they really need to, no, I saw that there. Damn, that was right. It was right there, and it was so close. But if you guys want to share your opinions on where the Need for Speed franchise should go, let me know in the comment section below. And like I said, I'll be down there talking about that with you guys. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one.